Okay, in this video we will talk about two things that can happen if two players are adjacent to each other for one hexagon. For example, like this, we have this player here and this player have movement and he's enter hexagon that is adjacent to his opponent. So you rolled for sprint number 6, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically this is the path which you choose to sprint and you have only one player to deal with. So first hexagon that is adjacent to him in that path is this one. So 1, 2. So what is best to do is finish your movement 3, 4, 5, 6 and then resolve situation what happened here. And why is that? Because there is a chance that you will forget how many moves you left from that movement. For example, you decide to use dribbling, now you draw cards and such things, and when you successfully use dribbling, then you will start to continue to move, right? He didn't stop you, then could be situation that you forget how many moves you left, so it's easier to finish your movement then deal with this player. If anything happens here in this hexagons, you will just put your player back. In that case you will follow rules for that. So this could be basically deflected ball, or he will make foul on you or nothing. So let's talk about situation that can happen when you enter adjacent to your opponent. So you move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here is situation where you can choose to use dribbling. So for example, let's first explain how referee works, then we will use dribbling. You have space there to put ball dice part in most case, because you roll it very often, you will place it somewhere on the board where everyone can see it. So in this case we have number 5 that is connected to ball dice, and this player just choose to run, because AI cards sometimes choose you not to dribbling your opponent, just run past by that opponent. But we'll talk that in AI section. We are talking about, for example, one-on-one player. So he will react, so he can try to steal that ball from you by rolling same number, and if he rolls same number, he will clearly take that ball without foul, without anything, and gain to himself full activation, and he can do whatever he wants. If he roll any other number, you will check card. Which card you will check is basically again very simple. You will using standing tackle. If your player is not moving and other player is trying to pass by him, then you will use standing tackle. If your player is moving, running toward the, for example, he's here and he run 1, 2, 3 hexagons toward that player, you will use sliding tackle, because you were running and sliding on that player. In this case we have situation where this player is standing still, he was running near his hexagon and now he is using standing tackle. So we will roll dice for him. Let's say it's a yellow and roll 1. So 1 is not 5, of course. You will reveal this card on referee tile. So what this card told you: first check ball dice, it's a 5. Then you will check the row number 5 on a standing tackle card, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this case he rolled 1, and what happened on 1 is a red card. It's the only red card in standing tackle, because standing tackle is a little bit more forgiving than sliding tackle. Sliding tackles are a little bit more dangerous, much more red cards. And in this case we have few other options. For example, this is just a regular foul, this is deflected ball, again a regular foul, this is number 5 on which you will stole that ball from him, and 6 regular foul. For example, here there is 2 numbers that allow you to steal that ball, but you don't know that until you reveal that card. So for example, if the ball dice is 6, you will watch the last row there, and on 6 and 5 is successfully taken ball from your opponent. 1 and 2 and 4 are foul, 4 and 2 are yellow cards, 3 is deflected ball. This little arrow that pointing on little ball is deflected ball. So we will explain just real quick. And then you will put this card back like this. So every time you play a new game, you will use only 1 card and you will reveal it, see numbers, use what you need and put it back. Okay, so you have, but let's leave this card open just for a few examples. It's very simple. This player Jane for himself red card, so we will take red card and put on that player. It's a blue, and you will remove that player from the game. When time starts to play for that player which is out of game, he will have this token. It basically means that when we exhaust other players, we can exhaust that his token and Jane to other player just +1 movement through the game. If, for example, it was a yellow card, I don't know, there is no yellow card in this row, but let's say ball dice is 6, he rolled 2. I hope you can see card. Number 2 is yellow card. So what you do then? You take yellow card, put it on player skill card, and that skill that you covered is lost for the rest of the game. So basically, best move will be for you to make substitution and put other player if you can. That's something what is of course available to you to the campaign mostly, but if you play against your friend, you can always use 1 extra player so you can make substitution later to the game. If he roll, for example, number 3 on his defense, we have deflected ball. Where is our defender? So he's here. Then in that case we have deflected ball. You will put this player back because he managed to stop him. You will check this guy where he's pointing, because ball can be deflected anywhere on the field except stayed in his place, right? So he's facing forward, so you're counting clockwise numbers, imaginary numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You roll ball dimes 2 times to check in which direction that ball is deflected and how far. For example, number 1 is in front of him, and how far is 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all over there. So basically he stopped you in your movement. You will lost your extra movement that you had previously. If he managed to fail, for example, there is some empty numbers on this card, so basically he failed, he didn't do nothing, then you will, instead of have deflecting ball, you will use that ball and put it inside your hexagon because you successfully passed by that player. Everything else is clear. Regular foul is a foul, so basically foul will be in this hexagon and you will have a free kick from right that hexagon there. You enter here, that is adjacent to that player. If he make foul, it's inside hexagon that is outside of the line of goalkeeper, so it's not penalty, it's a free kick. But if you, for example, enter in this hexagon and this player make a foul, then you will roll dice to determine is it inside or outside of the line. It's simple. When you check artwork, you can see that this hexagon is 50-50 divided. So 1, 2, 3 it is inside, 4, 5, 6 it's outside. You can reverse number if you wish before rolling, so this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's your choice. So let's see, 4, 5, 6 is inside and number 2 is outside, so this is free kick from that hexagon. So in this case we have artwork where you can see that if you divide the ball by dice, 4 numbers should be inside and only 2 numbers outside. And for example, this hexagon is again half there, so basically 5 numbers. You will have that in rulebook, declare which number is there, but you can decide that by artwork. Only 1 number here will be outside, all other numbers here will be inside. That's the thing that you need to see. Basically there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you have tile, put it like that. This playground is divided on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What does that mean? Just real quick. For example, this player is here and this player is here, and his teammate sent him ball, so he's attacking on this side. This player is half hexagon in front of this player, as you can see it. If he is in full hexagon, he is in offside, that's obviously. If he is in half hexagon, when this player passed ball to that player and managed, for example, full activation for that player, before he starts his movement or shooting or whatever he wants, you will roll offside dice. Number 1, 2, 3, that is this side, is no offside. 4, 5, 6, that is this side, this player is in offside. So it's simple, you roll it, and this player is on 3 on this side, which means the referee told you that this is not an offside. And that's very simple. If it's reversed, so this one attacking there and this one is defender, again he is half hexagon in front, numbers are reversed. 1, 2, 3 for this player is offside, 4, 5, 6 is not offside. And that's it about offside. It's very easy and interesting thing in the game. And let's go for dribbling. Again, very simple. Sometimes you want to use dribbling because you need to boost your player for a sprint. For example, you're attacking from there and you want to try to make a good run, but you roll only 1, 2, 3. So basically you will do this 1, 2, 3. You enter in hexagon that is adjacent to that player, and you will use dribbling on him. Okay, how you do that? Again, it's not complicated. Use your tile. If you don't have any space on the table, you can use it without. Your cards are important. Shuffle it before game, put it there. Reveal 1 card to the right or first to the left, as number told you there, and this number told you there, and you will choose between those 2 cards and you will assign, for example, this is green, it's a midfielder. You will assign that card to your midfielder until the rest of that game. So he will use that card anytime when he would try to dribbling again. So let's check what those cards told us. Okay, so you have this gray side, it's like a street, and that is for street when you're playing on street, and this green is when you play on a big playground. So numbers are again simple, not complicated. All numbers that you can see on that part or this card is basically numbers that you rolled for your successful dribbling. If you roll 1, 5, 3 or 5, you have successful dribbling. And here is 1, 3 and 6. But those numbers that are closer to the ball, for example 1 and 3, here is 1, 2, 3, is basically what will boost your sprint. For example, if you roll 1 on this card, you have successful dribbling and +1 movement point. If you rolled 3 on this card, again you have successful dribbling and +3 movement points. And you always must spend those movement points, so it's risky if you try using dribbling too close to the goal. It can cause you to move a lot space, much space than you basically planned at first when you start your dribbling. And one thing about numbers that are closer to ball is for your opponent. If you successfully use dribbling, for example you roll 5, okay, it's successfully dribbling, but you don't have booster, you will just manage, if you have more movement points, successfully dribble that guy, move forward, but your opponent can stop you on numbers that are closer to the ball. For example, for your opponent it's easier to stop you with this card than with this card, because only 1 and 3 will stop you, and here is 1, 2 and 3. One thing that is important: if your opponent is exhausted, then he needs to choose only one number that is closer to that ball before he roll dice, right? And that number will stop you and cause deflected ball. So it's very simple. For this example, let's choose number with more card with more numbers assigned to our midfielder and put this card under the deck. And next time when some other players is going to use dribbling, he will reveal his card and choose between two cards. So now we are using dribbling. Let's use yellow dice for him. He rolled 2. So he has successful dribbling and +2 movement. So you move it like this, 1, 2, and you left ball there just because you need to check first is this guy managed to stop you. Now let's roll for him. It's a red. He will stop you on 1, 2 and 3. And he rolled his dice and he rolled 1, which is closer to this ball, which means that he managed to deflect ball from your feet while you're trying to use dribbling. So basically, even if you have success, he was better with his success and he will deflect the ball from your hexagon. Now again you will put your player back, count deflected ball, roll dice for that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's this direction here, and check how far. It's a 6, it's all over there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically he stopped you very well. If you have skill, for example reroll dribbling, you can use it only if you failed that dribbling, and you failed of course when you roll for example 4 and you don't have any 4 on your card. So basically he don't even need to try to stop you because you failed by yourself using dribbling. Then you can use your skill and re-roll that 4 and hope for better one. It's a 3 +3 movement, of course it's great. And for example this guy have only 3 movements, 1, 2, 3, and now he have +3, so it's again 1, 2, 3 extra. Now he is much better position, but again you need to roll for your defender. For example, let's say he is exhausted, he already played. Now we will choose only number 2 and roll dice. In this case exactly number roll 2. It's perfect, even he is exhausted, he managed to stop that guy using dribbling. And that's all about dribbling and gaining boost and speed. We will see if you play a game that using dribbling on the playground is not problem. It's only risky when you're closer to goalkeeper, because like I told before, you don't want to gain for yourself too much boost and speed if you're near goalkeeper, because it can lead you to worse situation than you plan it to be. And that's it about dribbling. It's very simple, very fast, and like I told you before, if you're playing 2-player games and you don't have space for this little tile, you can use only cards somewhere, divided cards, assign that card to your player under him like this, so you have reminder, and later when you use dribbling for the same guy you will use same card. If you use other player you will draw again new cards. And that is all about dribbling.